One of the things that I sort of learned, and I'm still kind of getting used to doing this, I also mention people when I'm responding. It's really helpful because then people can identify that you're responding to their question. And then don't be shy about not responding. If you think you know the answer, or if you think you might know someone else that might know the answer, it's really helpful to just connect people to the right source or lead them to that information. And to me, I think that's really worked.
For somebody on the community answering for the first time or even the 10th time, we need to remember one thing: patience. We're technology people. We live this. Sometimes we're subject matter experts. Sometimes we're the IT leaders. We don't want to discourage somebody who's new to this and they don't know exactly what they're trying to ask. They're just looking for help. So it's beneficial for us just to reach out a little bit more and ask for some leading questions to get them to give us the right information.
First thing to realize about answering is that you may or may not be right. But the important thing is, I think, is firstly try and understand the question that's been asked, and then try and contribute to driving to the final answer. Because remember, it's a community, and no one person is godlike. They don't have all of the answers.
I think when you're answering a question, it's always important to remember that you need to properly understand the other person's circumstances. It can be good to ask a clarifying question if you need to, but most importantly of all, give generously of your expertise. Make sure you're clear in real specific detail. Remember back to when you were starting out. You needed really detailed advice, and jargon and acronyms can be hard to follow.
One of my biggest tips is remember when you're answering that you're answering not just for that person, but kind of for posterity, because you don't know who's going to come across that thread later. And it's a public forum, so anybody could come across it years from now, really. And also remember that the person asking might not have the right nomenclature, they might not quite know how to ask something. Just remember there's a person on the other side of the screen. Because that's what this place is, this community. It's just a whole bunch of people behind screens. Use the search feature, because everything's searchable. And then if no one else has asked exactly what you're asking, find the right product and then ask it. And people are on there 24/7 globally. Someone's going to answer, or they're going to know somebody who can answer.
Just be open and honest, right? You're not going to get into trouble for the answer you give. There's no risk involved in the answers that you give. So if you believe it's right, it's a good thing and it'll help people, then answer that question.
Don't be shy, answer. You have information that can be shared too. Nobody else is involved in the same exact work that you're involved with, and you have unique information, expertise, and experiences to share as well. I am not an IT guy. My degree is in photography and film. I've gotten those likes, and that really feels good. So we all have important information to share. Scroll through the other replies that have been made. No need to say me too. No need to say I agree. But do share what you've learned and the experiences that you have in your own network, because that's really going to help other folks out quite a bit.
Be sure to answer the parts of the question that you can answer. Don't be afraid to say, I don't know the answers to something else, and be able to bring other people in. One of the great features of the community is the ability to mention people, so you can bring in people as part of that conversation, and maybe others will join in the part of that dialogue too. When you can, include the source of where you found the information that you're answering. Lead people to the link of where you found that information. Where if you find go out when you see the question. Don't just say, "Oh, I think I saw a presentation about that." Go check it out on the Ignite event area of this community. Go to that place, find the link, and bring it back to the conversation, so that the person doesn't have to try so hard to get to their answer. If you already know where it is, link to it. I also think mentioning people is a really important part. Screenshots of solutions to help somebody find their way around a problem are huge. So where ask them if they're experiencing a problem or something, ask them to post a screenshot so you can see what it is they're experiencing. And then you can say, oh yeah, I know that. And then you solve it with your own screenshot. So and then also just remember that sometimes language barriers can be there and cultural barriers can be there. So be cognizant of
the way somebody phrased something may not be exactly what they meant. So it's okay to ask them to clarify before you answer their question, so that you're getting to the right answer more quickly.
As you're answering, be respectful, of course. Try and be positive about it. If there is something that's negative, don't sort of drag it down, but say, look, here's some realities. Be honest. Honesty is really key with how you post as well, because this is what's worked so well in the community so far and up until this time, is the honesty has helped bring everyone to the same level. And I won't swear on camera, there are various ways of expressing this, but we can't build on lies. I would use another word, but let's build and answer questions based on the truth and what we know.